feel very good. So, we apologize for the sniffles. And the lack of it. Alright, Kevin Hawk doesn't give a fuck. I apologize for the sniffles and the potential lack of enthusiasm in this video.
They're normal for me. I have year-round allergies.
That's true.
I sniffle all the goddamn time.
I'm just sick.
Accept it.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Live.
Yeah.
We talk about Smackdown Live and 205 Live.
Everyone's live.
We're not a whole lot happening.
Live.
There were 6 matches total between both shows.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. There were a lot of talkie segments.
Yeah. We still got 2 weeks till Backlash. Just probably could have waited until next week for all the talking, but
it's okay.
Maybe you're going to give us wrestling next week. We don't know. We opened up Smackdown with the WWE Champion Randy Orton, talking about how the reason he lost House of Horrors was because of Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal came out and said,
"Why are you still talking about that garbage?"
Yeah, you need to be talking about me. And I didn't take anything from you. I just took... I'm going to take... Yeah, I'm going to beat you for the championship.
Take pictures with your belt.
Look at this picture.
Look, I'm a championship wrecker.
And Kevin Owens is like, hey, guess what? No one gives a shit about either of you or your championship. They care about me because I'm the new face of America. So both of you can get off
and
of my
nobody cares about India or England.
Exactly. So both of you can get off of my show. He told him that in French. And then AJ Styles came out. And shit went down.
No, in French, I'm pretty sure he just reiterated that he was the face of America and the face of the WWE.
Oh. Alright.
Because I heard him use the word visage twice, which I know means face.
I knew that too. Yeah. That ended up being...
Baron Corbin come out? You already said that one?
Oh, yeah!
And then Sami Zayn came out and attacked Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Everybody kind
of
of
That was part of the extra shit. I forgot about that part. Yeah. Corbin came down and was starting to say something, and then Sami's like, nope, you shut up now. And then everyone fought everybody. And then that turned into a 6-man tag main event to go figure. But our first match of the night was Natalya versus Becky Lynch after Becky decided not to join the welcoming committee last week. But the welcoming committee was out at ringside in Natty's corner, so Natty had Naomi and Charlotte.
Yeah, Becky did.
That's what I meant. I'm sick. Moving on. Good match for as long as it lasted, but then we had like the usual distraction from the welcoming committee on the outside, and Naomi went to go like face him like, hey, what are you gonna do? And then for some reason Charlotte decided, hey, I better save Naomi, and just like picked her up and walked away.
Well, her shtick is that Carmella, I think it was, got on the apron.
Yes.
And Naomi went and pulled her off the apron. And the story is that Charlotte didn't want Naomi to cause a disqualification on accident. So she grabbed Naomi and pulled her away from starting a fight.
Okay. But that distracted Becky long enough for Natty to actually pull Becky off of the second rope and pin her that way.
But it's okay, now they're the Shield.
Yeah.
Because they put their fists together.
Yeah, they what was it, they
bond so hard.
Yeah, they bonded.
They were the greatest at bonding.
Naomi, you ready to are you ready to bond? Charlotte, you ready to bond? I'm the greatest at bonding.
She's the greatest.
Charlotte's the greatest at everything. So yeah, so now it's Team NBC. Or the Shield. I like that
Shield.
I like that better. We had the Fashion Files Special London unit. Still funny.
They had to reopen the Ascension caves.
Yeah, they were on the trail of the Usos. They saw face paint all over the floor backstage. But then they realized that the Usos, and then Roddy died a couple of years ago. They realized that the Usos hadn't worn face paint in months, so it had to be someone else. They heard all kinds of ruckus happening in this room. Breeze tried to kick the door down, and it didn't work, and so he just opened it, and it was just the Ascension just yelling very loudly in each other's faces.
They were yelling at each other and, like, pushing each other, And Connor was shaking a chain.
He had a chain.
Well, and they were in a tiny closet.
It was legit like...
A broom closet.
It went like 15 feet back, completely concrete, and about like 3 feet wide. Connor barely fit in there. And then they just stared awkwardly.
How did y'all do it?
Yelling and screaming and shaking a chain, and then Breezango
Closed the door?
Closed the door and said, we're going to put the Uggos on the back burner. Because the Ascension case just got reopened.
And then the Ascension went back to yelling and slapping and chain shaking.
Yeah, that's
Shake
how,
chaining.
That's how they get hype, man. That's what happened.
Yeah, don't use that word.
My bad. That's how they get ready. Fuck you, Mojo. Erick Rowan took on Luke Harper.
And won.
He did win. Here's the thing, is like this match, I feel like there's such a clusterfuck around the breakup of the Wyatt family at this point that I don't feel the need for this match.
Yeah.
Like normally I would be really excited because I like Luke Harper and I like Erick Rowan. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited that Erick Rowan got a win. That's awesome. Even though he tried to beat Matanza. I could have done without that.
And he cheated. Like, that was the other thing that, like, really threw me off. It's like, he actually, like, waited, he created a distraction for the referee.
Yeah. And
then he thumbed Luke Harper in the eye.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a good win for Erick Rowan. But, yeah, I just don't feel like, this is going to benefit anybody. I mean,
no.
It'll get a little bit more eyes on Erick Rowan, and it'll be able to, like, push him, like, hey, look at all the stuff that Erick Rowan can do. And that'll be nice.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can recreate that with anybody other than Luke Harper. And that's the problem.
I have an interesting theory about Erick Rowan and the mask.
Do tell.
I think the mask is how Erick Rowan will continue to communicate with Bray Wyatt.
Interesting.
Because, I mean, like, he did this, like, the tropey...
Oh, yeah,
he was a psychopath, like, talking to the
he was talking to the
object.
mask. Yeah.
What if Bray Wyatt's Bray Wyatt-y powers allow him to speak through the mask to Erick Rowan?
That's an interesting idea.
Hence where he got the idea to cheat in order to win the match.
Huh. Yeah, because
one of the commentators even alluded that the mask, it seemed like the mask gave him the idea.
Well, and, like, Erick Rowan has been, like, other than the very short time that he was a babyface, anytime he was heel, he never took it upon himself to cheat. He was just, he won with brute force. Mm-hmm. He never had to cheat. So, yeah, that's an interesting idea, and I'm okay with that. It's a little bit of a creepy add-on to the character of Erick Rowan.
Next.
Dolphin Shinsuke.
Dinsuke. Shelf.
They're gonna have a match at Backlash.
Shinkov.
They actually fought a little bit this time.
Dolphske.
And Dolph Ziggler.
Dolphske Zigimura.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't normally plug other people's videos. But go check What Culture Wrestling's why WWE needs to stop 50-50 booking. And they explain how it systematically killed Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
And I agree 100% with their sentiment. The Dolph Ziggler we know and love is dead.
Yes. You know what else is dead? Well, no, it was dead to begin with. The Ascension are still jobbers because they lost to Breezango.
They have just become the jobbiest.
Yes, they are the jobbiest of the jobbers because the other jobbers are now the Moon Contenders.
Yeah.
That's how that works. And also the other jobbers are not just one person because Simon Gotch got fired.
Unfortunately, Aiden English wasn't on SmackDown this week.
Nope.
Too much crying last week. He got suspended.
No, I think he's over. He's been doing other. He's been doing other shows. What was it? I think he might be working some of the NXT shows that are over there because I know that's where Ty was. Ty's been working NXT shows, and that's why he wasn't on SmackDown. So yeah, I think think Aiden English might be working those as well. And we had Sammy discussing strategy to both Randy Orton and AJ Styles. They didn't really care about it, so they just kind of went into the match. The match was entertaining, though.
Yeah.
I liked this match.
What I really enjoyed, and I mean, like, we are kind of at the point where we do harp a little bit on, like, the interactions between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
But for me, it added a little bit to the match because they did a really good job of not overplaying the 3 different feuds in the match.
Yeah, they were very...
Because they separated everybody a lot. They did a lot of, like...
There's a lot of intermingling.
Yeah, they did a lot... They were very heavy on AJ and Corbin.
Yes.
Doing a lot of in-ring stuff together.
Yeah, and I think it's more so, they're trying to keep that... I almost said the word again. They're trying to keep the attention on Corbin.
Yeah.
While also pushing Styles, making him look stronger going against Kevin Owens at Backlash.
Yeah.
So it was a good way to go, and then you had really good hot tags on either side, and a cool little succession of moves towards the end.
And we also noted how we want to see Orton and Owens run a feud with each other.
Yes, because they trash talk so well.
They both trash talk.
Yeah, Randy Orton, like, Kevin Owens is just running his mouth, and then Randy Orton, like...
After... Tag Kevin in!
And Randy Orton, like, ran him off. He goes, "You were saying something?" He goes, "Shut up!" And I would like to watch Randy Orton and Kevin Owens in a screaming match.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But in the end, Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens, and Baron Corbin ended up picking up the win after the Singh brothers caused a distraction. Despite Randy Orton hitting the RKO on, I believe, Owens, Jinder Mahal was the legal man, got in and hit the Cobra Clutch Slam, and Jinder Mahal picked up the win. So, Jinder.
Or as I like to call it, the Cobra Crunch.
To each his own. Let's move on to 205 Live.
Sounds like a kid's cereal.
What?
Sounds like a kid's cereal.
Cobra Crunch? Yeah, it does. That's a
It's a G.I. Joe cereal.
That's a G.I. Joe cereal. That's exactly what it is.
Let's do it. Market that, G.I. Joe. Hire us. I don't know shit about your product, but I'll make I'll make up cereals for you.
I never played with G.I. Joes either, so. Yeah, 205
I
Live.
haven't seen the movies.
I've seen the movies. They're alright. We went on with Jack Gallagher thanking Austin Aries for saving him from the attack from T.J. Perkins on Raw.
And then ironically, T.J. Perkins attacked them.
What? They were trying to have a drink, and then Neville came out and ruined it. And
but then they fought them off, and then they still had their drink anyways.
They did. And then they weren't on the rest of the show.
Nope.
We had another altercation between Noam Dar and Rich Swann, because Swann can't believe that Noam Dar and Alicia Fox are still together.
Or back together.
Back together. But according to Alicia Fox, she never left Noam Dar. So they're still together. That's a thing. Mustafa Ali took on Tony Nese. This was a great match.
It was a really good match.
Drew Gulak, obviously, watching Mustafa Ali in the back. Just staring at the TV like this for most of the match. Just
some of this.
Just can't understand why
some of this
Mustafa is doing all of these moves. It's just ridiculous. I love that Drew Gulak is doing this. There was a social media picture of him and Arya Daivari, which never became a thing on the show, but I do kind of hope that is...
With the caption, #business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Arya Daivari is very rich, so he could probably support Drew's campaign for 205 Live. So, but despite Drew Gulak being sad and watching Mustafa Ali fly around, the flying around won the match for Mustafa Ali as he defeated Tony Nese with the inverted 450. And we had Arya Daivari complaining to a guy who was supposed to shine his boots. Apparently they weren't shining enough, and he wasn't going to pay the guy. And then he ran into Akira Tozawa, who just at him. And then Akira Tozawa was heading to the ring for his main event against the Brian Kendrick. But not before we found out that Cedric Alexander is making his return very soon. That is awesome.
I felt like this episode of 205 Live was how can we fit as many people under the episode as possible without actually having them wrestle.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. Because we only had 4 people actually wrestle. Unless you want to count the fight at the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I don't.
Alright, there was only 4 people that actually wrestled then. So yeah, we had a rematch between Akira Tazawa and the Brian Kendrick. This is stemming from the fact that Akira Tazawa knocked Brian Kendrick out during an interview last week on Raw, I believe.
Yeah.
So Kendrick is at this point. Kendrick is just done with Tazawa. He just wants to finish this. He wants to put Tazawa down. But Tazawa, I feel like, had his most. He was the most over with this O2 Arena crowd. They were responding to his sounds and whatnot, and they were like using that to hype him up. They had the "this is ah," and they clapped to that. That was clever. Yeah, and it was a great match. It's Tazawa and Brian Kendrick. Tazawa actually turning the sliced bread, like backflipped out of the sliced bread and then rolled Kendrick into the rolling prawn hold and got the pinfall that way. And Kendrick is just so fired up at the fact that he just lost instantly that he continues to beat the hell out of Akira Tazawa. He is slamming him against the stairs. He's trying to get him in between the stairs and the ring. He's chucking him head first into the stairs, and then he lifts up the top section of stairs, stuffs Tazawa under there, kicks the stairs a bunch of times, stomps on the top, and the referee is freaking out because it's almost razor sharp aluminum that's sticking into the back of Tazawa.
He's trying to cut him in half.
I'm expecting Bob Holly table spot from ECW. Just have this giant gnarly cut across the back of Akira Tazawa.
That'd be gross.
Yeah.
Let's not do that and say we didn't.
But luckily, after Brian did the last little kick, the referee was able to get him out, and he was just kind of laying there. And then Brian Kendrick just yelled at him.
They tried to mouth fuck him
with the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. He couldn't decide what he wanted to do with the microphone because after he got done yelling at him, he dropped it on him, and then he picked it back up and then he shoved it in his mouth. And that didn't last very long.
No.
And then he just walked away. He was done trying at that point.
I felt like he wasn't a man with a plan at the moment.
No, he did. He had no plan whatsoever. He was just doing whatever seemed right. Even though none of it was right. It's all kind of gross. Don't do that. Don't shove. You know how many people have handled that microphone? You know how many potential diseases you just gave Tazawa? That's not cool.
Not cool.
You need to be the man with the medical plan because you're going to have to pay for some shots, I'm sure. That was it for Tuesday Night Live, though. Very
straightforward.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Not a whole lot of bullshit. Well, no, there was some bullshit. There was a lot of stuff we didn't talk about from SmackDown. There was extra little backstagey stuff that
didn't need to be talked about.
Yeah, just space filler for.
I mean, literally the best part of SmackDown was the main event match and the Usos promo.
Yes, we didn't mention the Usos promo.
The Usos had a killer
12
promo
days.
Where I'm pretty sure. I don't remember which one was saying what.
It was.
Who was saying 12 days?
That was Jay.
Yeah.
Jay kept saying 12 days, and then Jimmy would respond with what they would do in those 12 days.
To each other's backs, specifically.
Because it started with watch each other's backs.
Yeah.
12 days. Then it was shave each other's back, 12 days. Wash each other's back, 12 days. Lick each other's back, 12 days. Kiss each other's back, 12 days.
It was waxing and
that was
shaving.
It was a whole
licking.
Slew of things that...
rubbing.
The Usos are slightly insane.
But I felt like they were just trying to see how long they could go before they'd run out of ideas.
Well, the crowd got into it. They started saying 12 days along with Jay. So,
yeah. If
anything, the Usos just got themselves over as baby faces with that hilarious promo. And Breezango didn't even know what the hell to do. They were just like, where's this going? They didn't understand. And Fandango was over as hell.
Yeah.
Because they
love
Fandangoing over.
Huge overseas.
Yes, yes it is. As it should be everywhere. The only thing I don't condone from Breezango is selfie sticks.
I condone selfie sticks.
Unless
you're using them inappropriately.
A selfie stick is inappropriate unless you're Tyler Breeze. But that is it for Tuesday Night Live. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links.
There's a lot of links down there.
Check out the podcast.
Podcast is one of those links down there.
Check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
That's Reasonable to W.
Like wrestling, where you can watch me eat hot sauce. Awesome. So much fun.
Still over there.
Yep. Still staring me down. Well, Linda, we got problems. Yeah, check out that stuff. Check out the rest of the videos that are coming up this week. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Slide things.
Not before. Fuck Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, now slide things.
Okay, now slide things.
Fuck Mojo Rawley. Still though.
Slide things.
Just keep telling Mojo to fuck off. Tweet WWE fire Mojo Rawley. Hashtag fire Mojo.
Should we put the slide up now?
I thought it was already up.
You're right, it probably is. Yep, it is.
Hashtag fire Mojo.
This is awkward.